Hey, good night, everyone. Welcome again to another special edition of this thing we call Pop Up, man. Uh, we got a young brother coming on by the name of Rocco Bowen. Some people know him and some people don't, but Canadian fans, if you don't know him, get to know him. It's just a jockey from Barbados riding in the States. He's done some wonderful things so far, and he's quite an interesting guy. Um, Rocco Bowen, man. Watched the guy for many years and finally met him earlier last year. And now his career took a slight twist early summer last year and give him a setback. It's kind of tough. Sometimes you see these yeah, I'm just talking to Rocco right now. He's trying to get some information from me. um, Let me just talk to Rocco for a minute here as he try to. He's a very busy guy, man. Very busy guy. Very busy guy. I'm finding out. Him and Juan Crawford, man. These guys are some true, true get goers, man. True get goers. Let me just try to guide Rocco here for a second. He's between stops, so 1 second, people. Let me guide the young man in. Hey, Rocco, you up there? You following? I'm gonna get you in a second. Hold on, people. Young man is on the daily grind of a jockey. Daily grind of a jockey, man. Always on the go. Got family to deal with. Got road stops. Traveling from city to city. You gotta admire somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really admire somebody like that. But here we go. 1 second. You really have to admire these guys. They hustle early in the morning, get up, and they get going. They go from one stop to the next. They got families to deal with early in the morning, 4:30, 5:30. Sometimes they don't get home until noon-ish, around that time, and then get a few more minutes. You got to deal with some other stuff. Hold on, Rocco. I'll get you in. Yeah. But I'm pretty excited because he won a couple races on the Rocco. You probably can hear me. Uh, just set up your camera a little bit better there, brother. Yeah, and yeah, nice and yeah, I like that. I'll bring you in a second. All right. So just hang tight, my friend. Y'all know him, the one and only Rocco Bowen, man. Come on in, brother.
What's up, man?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Hey, look, man, I was really excited to talk to you on the weekend. I'm really happy to see that you won those back-to-back races. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it felt good. Sometimes, for me, it's not even only a horse racing. Like there's some stories I see, and I see some guys, and things work out for them. And I'm like, sometimes I smile, and sometimes I even tear up. you know. So that was really nice to see you, man. Welcome back, man.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I gotta ask you, is this your first time doing public after the incident last year or what?
Yes, please. Yes, please. It is.
It's a privilege, man, to have you on.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. It's a privilege to be
Yeah,
on.
yeah, it's been a long road, I guess. I look back and I watch the chat rooms and stuff like that. Uh, and I hear people calling Rocco the 6 million the Bionic Man and stuff like that. Uh, it was kind of funny, but it's real. It was real talk.
Yeah, it is, man.
How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been good, man. I guess traveling heading back to Arkansas, man.
Yeah, and you had some good rest with the family.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
That's good to hear, man. You well rested now, or are you still on the grind?
Oh no, I'm still on the grind. You know that.
Yeah, I know. I know you between cities and stuff like that. Pulling over just to chat with us for a few minutes. How much time you got with you, anyways?
Oh, it don't matter. I don't got to be at work till the morning, and I still got like 3 hours to go. So it's okay. I have all
Man, I tell
drive.
you, man, you guys are like always on full grind. You, my man Juan Crawford, like you guys are like always on the grind, man.
Yeah,
Seriously.
you got to stay on the grind, man. If you want it bad enough, you got to stay on the grind.
I gotta say, Rocco, man, you looking pretty fly. What you got there? What kind of haircut you got going on there? It's mohawk, or is that pretty cool, man? Pretty slick.
Oh no, it's just a normal fade.
Hey, look, a big, wonderful smile from Rocco Bowen, man. You know how many people hit me up and say, "Hey, look, I hear Rocco is coming on," and they felt pretty excited to hear. But Rocco, walk us back a little bit, back. I don't want you to relive, obviously, what happened, but the thoughts after, the incident. What was going through your head afterwards?
Well, it always gets, it always gets, it happened so quick, and just the day before I was spending time with my kids, and then the next day I'm in the hospital going to surgery. It's just so stuff happens so quick. It's just, it's one of the things that you could guess you never go through thinking that you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt because it's such a high risk, dangerous game. But it's just one of those things you never think of. As you get off a plane after seeing your kids.
That's pretty tough, pretty tough. And we shared a conversation over the weekend, and you were telling me that things became a lot real when you're speaking with your daughter and stuff like that, and you guys had conversations before the fall and stuff like that, and afterwards it kind of goes through your head of things you probably would do and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I gotta ask you. We talked even also about the reshuffling of the mountains and stuff like that, and you had probably had some big plans
yeah.
afterwards. What was the feeling like?
I had a full schedule coming up the next week to write a bunch of stakes in Washington. That unfortunately was sidelined and stuff. And it was a big hit. For both me and my agent, planning Fitzhughes at the time. But like I say, it comes with a territory. You ride enough horses, you're gonna get hurt, but you don't expect to get hurt. And like before a big event, like the week before, but it does happen. You know.
Mentally, you have to be prepared for these kind of situations, but you hope for the best. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I also saw that down where you used to ride down in Northwest, somebody had even written an article, a couple people actually, when you had the spill, and you had lots of fans that were very supportive, and it was really good to see, just to see that people still support you down there.
Yeah, for sure. It's really great, man. And being home for like 10 years, and to go back and still get the support and the love, it's really great, man. You know, it's like almost similar to like going back home.
Yeah, I guess I imagine. How many years it been now?
Um, Since I went back to Barbados,
No, no. Since you had moved over here.
I'm 3 years since I moved over here. 3 years.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. So you're no longer down. You rode one race down in Hawthorne, and then you decided to move and go down to Arkansas. What inspired that?
But that was always the plan. That was always the plan to ride a winter meet in Arkansas. That was always the move to go to Arkansas this winter.
But I want to ask you, man, because when you got back to riding and you had that stake race at Hawthorne, what was the feeling like?
Well, it was pretty cold that night, and it felt good to be back, but it was so cold, and but it felt good to be back. I haven't ridden in like three months or 4 months at a time, and but it felt good to be back, and it was just a short time, but I know I was really looking forward to coming back to Arkansas for the winter meet.
Oh, no, are you feeling good?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling really good. Looking forward to this weekend of races.
But there's a bunch of stuff I want to ask you and get into with the few minutes I got with you. But there's a bunch of people who obviously the Barbados fans of the Gold Cup and racing, they want to hear about that. But I don't want to get into that yet because that gets pretty juicy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the approach at that time is going to get pretty spicy.
Yeah, it's already getting spicy. I love it, man. Anybody know me know that I'm a competitor, that's
Oh,
from my football days, you know what I'm saying? So I love competition, you know what I'm saying? Any kind of competition.
for sure.
Hey, listen, um, the family is good.
Yeah, the family's good. Everyone's good.
It's good to hear. I'm pretty sure you kiss the loved ones and say, hey, listen, let daddy go and do his thing, and you guys just sit around and wait for me when I come back.
Yeah.
So you told me you pretty much got two agents in one station, in old spot, and you got a new agent you're working with while you out there in Arkansas.
Yeah.
What's that like, man?
Sure. It was new because the first time um me and my agent we didn't split, but and she didn't go this winter with me to Arkansas. And so it took a little while, but he's pretty funny. He's well known, and he used to represent Kent DeSermo when he broke all those records. They both connected and won over 3,500 races together. So it's a great honor to be represented by someone so highly, and it came from recommendation from my agent Penny. So it's pretty cool.
I mean, so far, are you? I know you're rubbing shoulders with many people, but what's it like with a guy like that who's got so much knowledge in the game already and got so much experience? What does he bring that you can see that could be beneficial to you?
Um, he's well known in the industry, and he's very outgoing, and he's really simple. And to have a rider that broke lots of records and set records on earnings and money wins in 1 year, he's known, so that beats half the struggle. I know we started out pretty slow, but I'm looking forward for us to get rolling pretty soon in Arkansas.
But you know what? I'll tell you what, because yeah, it's been a long drought between the wins. Um, between the wins, but now the year has just started and you had 8 months and you got two wins. So that must feel pretty good. The click looks pretty good. High
Yeah,
percentage.
yeah, it feels really good to get off the mark too, and to go into this week, last week off the two wins, it feels pretty good.
Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. I saw you. You was it like a relief off your shoulder, heavy weight off your shoulder after getting that first one?
Yeah, yeah. Knowing that you found how to get back to the winner's circle, you start to wonder, hey, if your compass is broken, that you can't make your way back there. But and once you get that one off your back, it tends to get a little easier, but it's not really easier. But You know, a lot of weight is off your shoulders.
I see you found yourself in a nice good camp barn trainer. How do you pronounce Kim Pool or
Kim
Pole?
Pool.
How do you
Kim
Pool?
Yeah,
That a guy or girl?
a guy, a guy.
Okay, cool. So it looks like he's clicking pretty good. I follow the stats, and so for the last few years, his went up. So that's pretty cool to be around.
Yeah, and that's one of the things my agent brought to the table is one of my agent's clients too. So being having my agent help me, it got me to slip right into that burn.
Here, man. Um, Now tell me about the I know when we first spoke and the last time we spoke, I know you were getting some of the second stringers for Godolphin and stuff like that. How's that going? That's still around or potentially, and what's
No,
happening?
and that stopped once I didn't go back to Tampa. That's when I skipped the year last year, and I didn't came back to Arkansas, and I went to Tampa to ride for the Godolphin string, and it was a big opportunity. But when you're like sixth or seventh down the line, it's still up the chain to get the rides. You're not going to get the quality rides. You're going to get opportunities to opportunity, but you know I see to get more opportunity in Arkansas. A lot of the Triple Crown horses or British Cut horses comes out of Arkansas because the money's so good here in the winter that everybody comes here in the winter.
I saw you. Now you told me that you were really excited to be back in Oakland, and just to be among some good riders. Not that there's not good riders where you were before, but just to be amongst the quality jockeys and the trainers and horses and everything else. How good a feeling is that for you?
It's a pretty good feeling. And it also fits in with the circuits I ride to Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Arkansas. Kind of last year when I went to Tampa, that doesn't really fit into the circuits I ride. So it's kind of good when you stay on the circuits and where the basin still filters together. So like a lot of horses will leave Arkansas and go to Kentucky for the summer.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm just observing around you and just let people know that Rocco Bowen just made a pit stop just to chat with us for a few minutes while he's on his way back to the racetrack to Oakland, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool, man. I appreciate that, by the way.
No problem, man.
Now, what's your list of accomplishments you would like to get for the rest of this year? Now that you started, this is January. It's the winter. What's it like? What's going through your head?
Uh, well, pretty shortly coming up is a Gold Cup. That's where my first list is going to start. To try to come home and catch the Gold Cup for one of my good friends, Darwin Clark. Then work my way back here and have a good summer because the summer was cut short last year. So, to have a really good summer, I have to find some good horses again. Um, I recently got reconnected with my good horse background. So I'm looking forward to riding him in Arkansas this year also. So yeah, but I'm looking to start at the Indigo Cup in March.
And let me see. So you've never ridden in a Gold Cup before, right?
I ridden in two Gold Cups before.
I mean, two Gold Cups before. Okay, just never won a Gold Cup.
Yeah,
And people are pretty excited right now in Barbados from what I'm seeing and hearing. There's For some reason or the other, there's a bunch of horses being bought and horses being shipped, and people looking for horses. And if looking for horses means they'd be looking for jockeys. Uh, I think you committed to one already, right?
yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. I mean, that's going to seal the deal for many people. Hearing it from the horse's mouth. But they already suspected it, and they heard it already from Darwin, anyways, that you'll be making that trip down in March.
Oh, for sure. And it's gonna be great. Hopefully we could get it done and could get it done for my family, especially my grandma. I know it means a lot to Darwin, and so it's just timing and stay healthy by now and March. And also Okay, and the horses and everything. So so it gets timing as it's getting closer to Coolmore.
I see. Are they trying to kick you out?
Yeah, they say they're closing in half an hour.
Oh, okay. Well, we can get it done in 10, 15 minutes, and so there's no stress on the stop there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, let's get the business out the way first. So Barbados. So you're heading down to Barbados. You're going to be riding Jocular.
We haven't decided which one I'll be riding yet. We haven't. We're still it's still up in the air, but it's looked like leading that way, but we haven't really committed to which one. But one of the two, Jack Clark Philly, I'll be riding for sure for my good friend Darwin Clark.
Nice, nice. And I heard from the young man who's riding the horse right now, and he says the horse is a much a different horse right now. Uh, and he's excited. So I'm pretty sure for that horse, but there's another one. So I know Darwin didn't make any commitments. He's playing poker right now, so uh, I think we're gonna have to wait on that one. Um, what's the feeling going to be like when you look around the jockeys room and you see that there's some people talking about some jocks from coming from abroad, maybe Ryan Moore. Um, some other jockeys from Canada and so forth. Is that how? What's the juices like when you see stuff like that around you?
Well, it's a great feeling, but I'm kind of used to, riding a lot of jocks with a lot of different guys. But it's a great feeling every time you step in a jocks room with a different, unique guy, But on the racetrack, it's business the same way, The race runs the same way. It's just, it's pretty cool. Gets to sit down with unique guys with unique names like Ryan Moore, those kind of guys.
I mean, it's pretty awesome, anyways. Just to be at a Gold Cup in Barbados, because I tell you what, it's going to be pretty exciting, and I think there's going to be a lot of excitement around the Garrison Savannah.
I think so too. I think it's probably going to be a record breaking year for the crowd and everything wise and handle wise and everything. To see that the Gold Cup is catching this amount of hype and fever coming back like in the 80s when they had Bangtown, Stanford, Prince, and those horses, man, Martinique, Trinidad, a lot of islands used to ship, so it's really good to see that kind of vibe coming back again.
Yes, most definitely. I think a lot of online stuff is generated this conversation with the horse racing, and a lot of people are pretty excited about it. I know the owners are, and pretty sure the trainers will be. Um, I gotta tell you, how many months you got this weekend coming up?
I have 8 months this weekend,
So you stay pretty busy right now, and that's between Saturday and Sunday, or between Friday and Sunday?
Friday and Sunday.
Between Friday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, man. That's pretty awesome. I'll be watching it all of them, by the way, like I usually do. Once I got you on my radar, I've been watching just to see if you win. From the time I saw you won that first race, and then I saw you win the other one. Actually, I was watching the race, and I was like, I think your horse is going to catch that horse in the lead. I think you're going to catch him. And then once I saw you got to the corner, I was like, oh, I think he's going to pass. And this horse looks like it got good momentum. And you did it. I thought it was 25-1, but it was 20-1.
Yeah.
I think the odds dropped from 25-1 to 20-1. Oh, man. The odds are just a number, anyways. So,
Yeah, it was a good day, man, and it helps that sometimes when horses get in a little easier spot to sometimes the handicappers overlook them, but it did help that a horse got in a slight easier spot. I had one on this belt too.
nice, nice, nice. Hey, look, again, I want to say, look, congratulations just for getting back to this point. I think in the Garrison Savannah chat room with that managers by Kent Lane. There was to me, it felt like there was a hush once the word got around with your spill, and lots of well wishers, and I was really, really saddened, I guess, a little bit during that time. But I'm really happy to see that you're back now, and you look pretty healthy. So really good to see this. I
Yeah,
guess your friend Sonia, she posted a lot of stuff too as well to
yeah,
help people.
she kept me updated too, and she um, really kept people informed how it was doing, and I really appreciate that stuff. And she was the one that came up with the name Bionic Bowen, and we turned a negative into a positive and helped me got back to where I'm at today faster.
Um, but that was really cool. I mean, for me, it was kind of a little bit dampening because I know there was a lot of momentum coming in from this time last year, and
Yes,
then and then whatever that happened, uh, but you're here, and I'm glad to see you. Glad to see that you're back.
yes, please.
All right. So how many more hours before you land in Oakland?
I'm like maybe 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Not too much further away from the destination. Uh, Hey, look, I want to see if there's any more things that people want to say to you here before I get you off. I know the place is shutting down, so I want you. I know is it dark over there? Because it's
Oh
dark
yeah,
as hell over here.
yeah, it's dark over here.
You know, it's pretty dark over here. So after you win that Barbados Gold Cup, what are you gonna do, man?
I'll be back on the plane probably the next maybe 2 days after. I may chill for maybe a day or so, but I'll be back riding. I'm gonna miss that whole week, that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll be back in America probably that Wednesday. So I'll probably leave Monday or Tuesday from Barbados. Celebrate a little bit, and back to business.
You gonna think about coming over to Canada at some point and make a guest appearance or what? Or see what's like?
If the
Or
opportunity, if the opportunity arrives this year, hopefully.
how does that work, anyways? Like you would have to write for an American trainer or something?
No, I guess right shortly in the winter down in Prescott, that's only 3.5 hours from Woodbine, and the opportunity can come arise next year. Like you said, it was building a lot of momentum. When I went down, I was third in the standings, and I was riding for a trainer that was shipping horses after I got hurt back and forth from Prescott to Woodbine. So, like I say, it's just has the opportunity, guess, has to be there.
Yeah, well, Woodbine is pretty tough too because there's lots of riders. So, if you step in there, then somebody gets bumped, somebody gets angry. You see angry faces and stuff starts popping up all online and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, we don't want that, right?
Yeah,
Hey, look, man, I want to say thank you for doing this with us. Thanks for making that stop and a little bit of time from your time and making this happen. Pretty sure the fans and the people in Barbados are very excited and to see that you're healthy and also to hear from you that you will be making that trip down to Barbados. You
yeah, no
know,
problem, man. Thank you anytime, man, and I'll see you guys soon.
I appreciate it. All right, so drive safely and let's touch base sometime soon, man.
Or let's touch base sometime soon on the weekend or something. Sounds good, my man.
All right, cool, man. Drive safely.
All right, thank you.
All right, one love.
One love, guys.
All right.
All right.
My man Rocco Bowen, just making a pit stop. Dropped in one of the truck stops just to chat with us for a few minutes before he hit uh, Arkansas. He actually thought he had a few more minutes, but the stop they're gonna kick him out if he doesn't get out of there pretty soon. And it gets pretty dark in those parts of the woods. And when I say woods, I mean like really woods. Sometimes these areas are like really dark, secluded, and there's not much going on at all. I mean, when I pass through, all I really do is just take a leak and bounce. So there you got it. I mean, that's Rocco Boyne. You don't want to hear from me because if you hear from me, all I'm going to do is just be making you laugh. And who wants to laugh? You know what I mean? So people wants to do other stuff with the rest of their time. So Rocco Boyne, thank you again, guys. Until next time, man. We'll do this again. I'll bring somebody else pretty soon. You never know. There's lots of people messaging me, and they want to come on, and we'll see. We'll hear from behind the scenes, guys. Until next time, take it easy. Peace.